Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Monday, down. 180. Express.
Motion. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Rapid. Check.
734.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Second year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going
Right down.
Check 31.
What's up?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
All day, dog.
Here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs may score first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 27.
Switch.
Hey, 57 colors.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Watch a slant. Check. 49, check 49.
Yellow.
Watch twist. Back.
15.
36.
On second down, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Yellow. There's no line.
Get him.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Yellow.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check. Lucky.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
Hey, color.
Slam. Check 24.
15.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Now he'll escape to his right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Bang.
Yellow.
Bang. Watch twist.
Hey, Ripley.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, but it's going to be second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Get that quarterback. Check 52. Check 25.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. KC got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Right there.
Daniel Sorensen on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 3, Raiders nothing.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
50 to Mike. Here we go, D. Anxious.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
What now? 180.
Got the count. Here we go.
93.
49.
That's it.
49.
To throw, it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
180. Hey, we're good. 180.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Carr going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. Yellow.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Check safety.
Hey, Ripley.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
SOS. Watch the safety creep.
On the counter, here's Williams. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Sheds another. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a dump-off here complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, that right there is what Jalen Richard can bring to this offense. I mean, last year, yes, he had 55 carries, but they used him more as a receiver. He had 68 catches in 2018. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. The gap has widened there. The Packers have scored again. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check 24, check 24. Kill. He's coming.
Attack.
Double up. Check 43.
43.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Yellow. Hawaii.
55. Hey, here I come.
On first down, Mahomes. Now he's flushed out left. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Butker on for the PAT. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here.
Go.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's set a tone. You're mine.
Carr now on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5.
Stay home, stay home. Hey, check.
Raider 9.
Tighten up.
Raider 9.
Let's go, Mike 50.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Watch twist.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Hunter Renfro. Incomplete. Brings up second and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
44, Mike, 44.
Carr to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, a full half to be played. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at his 4. Oh, able to avoid him. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Show it up.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Ogbah drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jacobs now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Push him back.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Kill. Shift.
6:37.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. To throw is Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What now? 180.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Easy. Kill. There's a hunt. 180.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
7 on the play. And the Raider first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Express. Let's go right here. 6-18.
Shotgun now for Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running is Jacobs, and he'll get it down this time to the 17.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
They run it with Jacobs, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. And we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Raider 1.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
8 yards on the pickup.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We get the yellow. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Topper.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Say what you meant.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Switch. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Switch, switch, switch. Watch out, watch out.
On Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Attack! Attack!
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From the 36, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Carr now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hey, 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 you got 3 down, 3 down.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight, tight ends right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3. 24 is the mark. Drop deep, drop deep.
That's it. That's it.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
We got 3.
To throw again. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got his man, it's Williams. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
On the line.
Record.
They run it again with Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Check.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Today's final score, Chiefs 30, Raiders 19.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.